Okay fam, so as you can see the beauty of the rocks. Harbour Bridge, just here. Well, you've got a huge virgin ship, the Opera House is just on the other side, but you are on the harbour. So the rocks, the oldest part of Australia, the reason why it was built here is because you're on the harbour. This is where the original boats come in from the Europeans, and that's where they went, straight down here. So, a lot of history here guys, a lot of history. Okay fam, so welcome to episode 2 of my Explore Sydney series that I'm doing here on YouTube. And as you can see behind me, some very old buildings, which is because we're in the rocks, and this is where the episode is, exploring the rocks area of Sydney, which is the oldest area of Australia, where the first European settlements were. And as you can see, we've got a big virgin ship in there as well. But this is what the episode is about, guys, exploring Sydney and the rocks area. And the city is just there. Let's have a look. Fam, one of the great things about coming to the rocks area, you've got the ferry, you've got the trams that come straight down here, the train just going through up the top, and the ferry is just down there, and the harbour bridge is just on the other side as well. So it's very accessible to get to the rocks through this area. Okay. And as you can see guys, the rocks, the old area, on the weekend, very, very busy down here. A lot of restaurants, outdoor eating. It's a bit of a gloomy summer day, but a lot of people out guys, so beautiful spots that you can eat around here. And we'll look around a little bit more in the back streets and side streets here in the old section of the rocks. Alright fam, there's so much things to eat here in the rocks, and one place is this authentic French crepe restaurant. Check this out. Like I said, these are proper French crepes. They give you a French cider and they drink it in a teacup and in a jug. And she has got, is it mushrooms?
Yeah. Mushroom chicken.
Yeah. That is good. Wow. And even the chocolate, it's an iced chocolate, but it's a proper iced chocolate. Very nice. So, there you go. So this is the type of thing that you get here in the rocks. Some really authentic restaurants. Okay guys, so we're just walking through the rocks itself. As you can see, it's a very old area. I said to you, this is the oldest area in Sydney. A lot of the old cobblestone streets, they've renovated a lot of these areas into restaurants. So just walking through, you got all these restaurants, but it's all these little alleyways. Oh, and there's even a tourist guide taking people through here. We'll see if we can pick up what he's saying.
Well, we're the 20. And you know, to do that in a day would be quite incredible. So obviously,
so there you go guys, so you've got your tourist guides and tour groups, and all because this is such an old area, and they give you a bit of history about the rocks. And as you can see everywhere you look, it's a very old area. Obviously if you're from Europe or something, you'll be used to this kind of thing, but in Australia it's not that common to find these sort of areas, which is why the rocks is a really great area to explore when you come to Sydney. Okay guys, and as you can see here behind us, you've got all these little walkways, but there's all these information about the old area, so that you can sort of get some info and find out a little bit more about the history of the place, which goes back, like I said, the longest way in Australia. You won't find any older places than this in Australia. Well, since European settlement anyway, not including the Aboriginal settlements. But the beauty up here is there was some of the original housing when the country was first settled by the Europeans, and it's all up here. And as I said, as you come down here, you've got all these old streets, all these old buildings. They've kept them still intact. So it's pretty amazing, even if you come down here, even if you live here, it's just nice to go back to the old area. And guys, if you look at this style of old buildings here, like I said, these are the original buildings from when Australia was first settled. And of course we're right in the city. Right in the middle of the city. Okay fam, and so down here in the rocks, as you can see behind me, we're right on the harbour, Sydney Harbour, and the city is literally just behind those trees. But they've kept intact the old ruins. The homes have gone, but a lot of the old ruins of what the rooms used to look like. And as you can see, there's a lot of stairs and everything to walk down. But it's very interesting because this is the real history of the original settlements here. And what they've done is they've started putting all the furnishings in to see what the rooms would have looked like originally from years ago. And there's all little tiny steps, but these are the original buildings from the first homes that were made in Australia. So all these here are all the first homes that were made in Australia, all the way down there as well, and all the way to the bottom as you look down there. So these are really interesting. A lot of history here, guys. The history of Australia is all down here. And like I said, it's all in that area down there. Very nice. Alright guys, so I just showed you the old ruins there, and down here is the original old laundry. So come with me. So this is the tourist guide that told me this was the old laundry.
I think someone's house got knocked down. Oh yes.
And again, these are the first buildings in Australia. And that's what the laundry looked like. And they've kept these bits sort of intact. But guys, this is the original homes of Australia, of European settlement Australia, not Australia, but of European settlement. So it's pretty cool. All this stuff is the original. Oh, that's nice. It's the original. And the moss is from 1788. But as you can see, the holes in the wall, that's where all the water used to run. This was the laundry. And upstairs there were the, which I showed you earlier, were just the homes itself. So again, a lot of history here. We're standing in history of Australia, European settlement. Pretty cool. Okay fam, and this is at the bottom where the old ruins of the old homes were up the top there. And as you can see, this is really, these are businesses that are just here. So these are all operating, and this was all built into the old rocks, and that's why the area is called the rocks. Very rocky outcropping area. And then you walk through here, and we're going to come out onto another part which makes the rocks really popular, is where the old markets were. But this is an old building, guys, all these old buildings, hence the name the rocks. And then when you come out here, you've got all your old markets within the old buildings. You've got the harbour bridge just over there. Again, very, very pretty area. A lot of history. Okay guys, and as you can see, a lot of restaurants, a lot of places to eat. Beautiful little area. I love the way they've kept these old buildings intact so that you can appreciate what it would have looked like years and years ago. You've got your buskers here as well playing their music. And as we walk down here, the markets continue. You've got your fresh lemonades down here. Selling a lot of some touristy stuff, but it's not all touristy things. Just sort of boutique sort of things that they sell here. I even saw my favourite, which was sugarcane juice. And there guys, the markets continue down here, and then you've got the harbour bridge just over that way, which is where we're heading now. And here you go guys, their market, selling just about everything in here, clothes, opals, gems, sort of all types of designs. Quite a lot of people. And if you keep walking all the way through, which is where we're going, as you can see all those people, you come out the harbour bridge on the other side. Alright fam, so this end of the Rocks market is all the street food, and we're literally, that's the harbour bridge that's on top of us. And you got everything here guys. Pharaoh barbecue, which is like a African barbecue. Pizza. Barbecue stations, dumplings. Gozlemi, which is Turkish, so all the street food is down here. I'll tell you what, it looks good. It's a shame I just had those crepes. I would have grabbed something to eat here. But there you go guys, and like I said, very busy down here. Wow, so much to choose from. Okay fam, the beauty of the rocks, we're right in the middle of the harbour, and as you can see, the bridge is literally just there. You've got Circular Quay just there, Virgin cruise ship has just arrived, and you've got the Opera House just over there. So when you come to explore the rocks, you're right on the harbour, so lots of things to do down here, guys. Oh, what a beautiful spot. Gloomy day today, still warm, but beautiful spot. Okay fam, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the oldest place in Australia, the rocks in Sydney, none other than Sydney. And as you can see, we're still walking through all these little laneways, and like I said, if you are from Europe, you probably think, okay, we've got a lot of that here, but not in Australia. You won't find many of these areas, and especially not the history that this place has. And like I said, guys, if you do explore this area, there you've got the city. So you're right in the city. So it's a beautiful place to visit. A lot of history, like I've said a few times on this video, but some place that a lot of us don't actually visit that often. And even walking through here, there's little laneways that go everywhere, just out to all different places. Hey Crystal, we'll go out this way to the street, to the main road. So we're now heading back home, and like I said, when you watched earlier, you've got the trams, you've got the trains, basically everything to get down here. Heaps of restaurants, heaps of places to eat. And again, you're in the old world here. Beautiful.